All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we're going to show you how to catch people who are using the system in a way to attack you. Now, check game for my people who are of color, melanated skinned people, tan people, people who are brown. I'm talking about the ones who originated in this place, the ones who have had their God-given rights stolen from them. I'm not speaking to the ones who are using their stuff to help and promote the system that is tearing my people down. I'm not talking about the ones who like to dwell on the moon, on the 52 or the 69 or whatever the fuck you want to say what it is. I'm talking to the ones who want to be in the light and want to shine bright and want to see this earth move into the proper place. With that being said, check in. Now, it's all a mystery system, and the mystery system is what it is. Being that it's all a mystery, right? And it's history. So they use the history that they see that you do, and they use it to attack people because that's what evil one does. Because, hence, if you have someone blowing their breath on you, they're being a devil, or should I say, a Satan, Satanist. The one who dwells behind the cloud, the sphere. And, back in the day, they used to call our black folks devils. You know what I'm saying? They also say that these European scumbags was purposely going without bathing themselves so they could use it to poison themselves. They cause plagues like that too. You know what I mean? Hence, you know what I'm saying, it's coming across. So, like I said, here we go again. Now, here's the kick in the caboodle. You'll have to ask a question, right? Because every time I showed up in this building, they usually have the system set up to where you can use the coffee machine, right? No, hardly nobody gets coffee out of here. I've been in here several days, so I've done my observation and seen that nobody drinks anything out of there. So for them to take that away, because first hints, this is your first message. Why would they take that away? Because that's saying that they're they're rulers. Because when you're a ruler, that means you have to gauge and measure a reason to take something away, which that means that there are people in here that are slaves. All right, so check in. When you say that you're in a position of power, because that's what it's all about, you will do certain things to be petty, to take away power from individuals because you're saying that you possess something and that you're better than someone. All right, so how do you do that? You put something out and then you'll take it away. Why would you take it away? Because you're being what? Power hungry. You're losing control. So you have to use a system to do something to attack someone. And then you hide your hand and play like you're not doing that. Hence, like I said, they already monitor everywhere I go, right? So they know when I, consume something, get something. Now you can say it's not all about me, because it's not. But here's the kick and the caboodle, hence is on the elbow, you know what I'm saying? The individuals took the coffee pot out of there, but they leave the T. Check game. Because T is across from the 5. So, seeing as it's across from the 5, which is the crown, seeing as it's dealing with a certain thing, they left the T in there. Now, why not take everything away? Why did you leave the fridge in there? It makes no sense, right? If there's nothing in the fridge and you took everything else, but you leave the tea in there. All right. That means you're setting up an agenda. You're propaganding. You're doing something to agitate and piss someone off. You're trying to incite an issue. That's what you call a manipulator. That's what you call a craftsman. That's what you call a witch. Because what they do, they sit behind things and they set the play up. Now look, check game. That's why the stuff is starting to spin real crazy. All right, check game. Because they already had the place set up at Walmart and other places I go to, because a lot of these people have gone to school with each other. A lot of these individuals have been living out here for a long time. And if you're not following the loop, you know what I'm saying? The infinite loop that they want you to play with, they're going to do nasty stuff to try to piss you off. Hence, I'm going to say it's on Cancer, because they're being a Cancer. They're being a virus. So hence, it's going to be some dirty vehicles going by in a minute, because they're being dirty. And then they'll run over here and say they don't stink. But that can't be true, because your spiritual aura smells very bad. Your spiritual mindset is very toxic. But you're saying you're playing a prank. That's a lie. You're being wicked. But it's not my job to fight wickedness, you know what I'm saying? It's my job to observe and see what the hell is going on. Hence, I got my hood on, because I'm in my Godhood. You know what I'm saying? Hence, you know what I'm saying? I already hit y'all with the 5. So seeing as there's a system of justice and peace, and then there's a system of nurturing and mercy, the ones who are claiming to be on the mercy side are not really on that side. They're really on the other side, trying to be deceivers. So hence you'll hear a lot of serpents, snakes. You're being a serpent. Because if you're not being a serpent, you wouldn't usurp anybody. Hence, they say they're always looking for somebody's meat size or their eggplant. If you're looking for somebody's eggplant 24/7, which is the phallus, which is also, you could say, the devil, if you're looking for that all the time, that means you are still in low vibrations. Your vibration hasn't lifted up. You haven't gone inside to find out what you need. You're still in the state of lust. That means you're still underneath limbo. That means you haven't raised up out of the place yet. And if you're still in the state of lustful nature all the time, something's wrong with you. If you're constantly talking about you're looking for it, and you're trying to mask the way you're looking for it, you're not masterful, because you're apparently doing what you're doing. And like I said, it was all to agitate me, because as soon as I came out of the store, they were saying what I had grabbed, and they already had it planned in an agenda to say what I was going for, because I grab a certain particular thing so I can use it. So I don't use none of their products, but I put my water inside their machine, so they can't say I'm using any of their necessities but the mechanics of a machine. And I guarantee, well, I don't know, maybe one of them bought it. Maybe it's their machine. Who knows? Maybe they're being Indian givers. I don't know. But like I said, if it's all for someone to say that they got their dream that they wanted so bad, because it's all about dreams, right? That's what they're about. They love to have dreams of being on some ooh, when I go to sleep I get to have that certain little dream, and it makes me feel so so blissful. Hence the phone ringing. So you know what I'm saying, I already told y'all where we at with it. So we're going down in tiers. It rang about 4 times, so it's going down lower into that nether space, you know what I'm saying? They're still in the upper hell. So somebody's nose is gonna be running, somebody's gonna be sniffing in a minute, somebody's not getting their proper oxygen. All right. So seeing as these balls, or however you say, bulbs, Baal, whoever y'all want to call them, Saturn, Baal, Satan, it's all the same. It's the same characters. They're all devils. Same thing. Lucifer, whatever. The web, because they all want to put you on the net. Hence, the sun is still moving because, you know what I'm saying, I feel the heat on my feet, so I know we're good. Um, it's just a bunch of cancer. And like I said, when they can't go to heaven, right? When they can't ascend their stuff into their higher conscious, right? They usually use stuff to do negative, nasty stuff. So this is when you notice when somebody sets up somewhere and they start laughing as soon as you when you this is the cake and caboodle because it's on blue, but blue is really green, so somebody's already selling, right? We're sitting sail. I'm taking you on a voyage because I want y'all to hear me clearly. Because I want whoever understands what I mean to go do your research and find out exactly what I'm talking about, and then you'll discover how much this is a ritual, and then you'll see that a lot of these individuals who are so-called teachers or people in position of authority are really just puppets doing the same damn shit on the string. Now, check aim, because at the end of the day, if I was to die today or tomorrow or the next day, because we love to use Thursday, Friday, and Tuesday. Why are these days? All right, I'm going to go ahead and break it down. Jupiter is Thursday, right? Or is it? No, I believe it's Thursday. All right, so if Jupiter is Thursday, that means travel, that means ship, all that stuff, right? And it's crossed from what? It's on the sunnier side, so it's across from Saturn. All right. Mars is on the other end, and it's at the bottom, and it's across from what? Venus. Now, Venus is also known for the 7, right? But that's also considered to be Heru. Heru is connected to who? Isis. And it's all about childbearing and giving out babies. So they decide when you get. If y'all saying Eon Flux, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's all about picking and choosing who gets babies. You see the situation going on in Korea. All right. So back to what I was saying. Because I have to speed this up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to make sure I get my point across before anyone else tries to usurp my authority. All right. So Neptune is across from what? Neptune is across from Venus as well. Now, look, check in. And that's on the darker side. That's on the balance, and that's also dealing with the mind, and it's also dealing with a lot of other stuff. But Venus is dealing with the 7, so Venus is what? Venus deals with the body, the mind, and all that stuff. But Luna, which is the moon, which is the crescent, which is the feminine side, here it goes above, it deals with the other side. That's the other side of the chamber, which is also considered to be the Holy Ghost. And your higher self is the Holy Ghost. And you know what I'm saying? You see yourself doing things, and yourself tells you, you know what I'm saying, that's as above, so below, so within, so without. Hence, they have this set up like the Kabbalah tree. Hence, this bug is still flying around me. This is a cable system. Now, they say you can use it for light or you can use it for darkness. If you use the tree for darkness, that means you're casting stuff on people and you're trying to manipulate. So basically, you're being the equivalent of an evil being. Well, who knows? And most of them people usually have a lot of friends and followers. If you ever notice, a lot of people who like to do nonsense, they usually run in packs. They run in a lot of big groups. And the ones who don't want to get caught up, they usually tend to stay to themselves. But the ones who are always in the nonsense, they run in packs. Now, this is how you know if you're around good builders or you're around wicked builders. A good builder helps to lift up and keep the joy in the atmosphere. The ones who are doing wickedness, who don't like that, they usually like to do low vibrational things like, I'm going to be a bad ruler and I'm going to just take everything away. And then I'm going to hide the truth and give no reason for why I'm doing these certain things. Like I said, they had particular items set out, turned around, because when you turn something around, you're giving them somebody's backside, right? And if you don't turn it back around, that means you're doing this, you're crafting. And if you're taking it from the west, that's on the square. But like I said, they do certain things for reasons. And then they act like they're not doing it for a reason, like they hide all truths. Like they say they're helping certain people, they're giving people gifts and prizes. And like in the movie, there go my plane. In the movie Army of Darkness, right? They flipped the chick who was supposed to be Aphrodite, or Venus. We just say Venus because, you know what I'm saying, like I said, all these people originated from being dark-skinned people. Do your research. I'm not going to elaborate on all that. So, if you notice, also, this is another propaganda attack that they used. They stole from the land. They took all the light-skinned people, all the people who are lighter than the darker ones, and they pulled them off to the side, and they gave them what? They gave them perks. They gave them a little extra. And unless you was a part of the system, you were a Uncle Tom type, you were basically a part of the system. Now, they will take and give you some. If you was basically working for master, right, we'll give you something. Now, like I said, all the light-skinned people will go off over here, and the dark ones, who are the natives, will go over here because they didn't want them to return to their authority. It was a deception. How do you pull a deception? You get the children. You don't go for the adults who know what's going on. You go for the children. Because if you brainwash the children, they'll brainwash the next generation and brainwash the next generation and brainwash the next generation. So basically, they're doing their job for you. And then you be all confused and don't know what's going on. Hence, you have Satan involved, pulling strings from the other side. And you won't realize you're a god because they don't want you to rise up. They don't want your stuff to go up into your crown, into that bridegroom chamber. Now look, I'm gonna ask again, why would a particular people take that out of here? That thing has been in here for over 3 months and nobody's caused no issues, nobody's tampered with it, nobody's broke it, nothing of the sort. So I'm gonna say they're just cleaning it, right? Because there's no reason for them to do that. Now here you go again. I'm getting a whole bunch of pops and stuff from my bag, from different things in my because somebody's looking for something right now. Somebody's using their arm to reach into something. What you say, that's the left arm. So left arm is not the strong arm of God. That's the weak arm. Now look, also check in. When you're on the path to understand what I mean, they try to send you to the very bottom where the torturers are. Because they like to torture people and agitate and piss them off. To torture someone, you could visually have in your mindset how you want to torture someone. But it's different. It's different. Because when it's brought forth out of the spiritual and into the manifesting it in the physical, it's usually different. Now look, check in. They usually try to go around. See, the pattern is to go around something and then come back up. See, first, when you enter into hell, which is the mouth, you have to go down, cross over, get away from the dragon and the serpents and all that, the three-head beast. Go down, get across the boat, which is the ark, which is, you know what I'm saying? If you know what the ark is, that's dealing with the skull. That's dealing with um Libra, which is Omega, which, you know what I'm saying? Um, then you have Capricorn up there too, which is dealing with the goat. Now, like I said, it's all about doing little movie scenes. It's all rituals. These folks is Hollywood. They're Hollywood, right? So it's on the three women, right? One is not supposed to show their face. One is supposed to stand from one angle to show the side of her face. The other two is standing up front showing the face. Like one has a halo like they're the perfect one, and the other one is dealing with the wand. And somebody crossed over. Well, listen, so seeing as you know where the wand is in the lower levels. That's dealing with treachery, that's dealing with discord, that's dealing with deception, that's dealing with fraud, that's dealing with a whole bunch of nonsense that you don't have to deal with, right? That's going past lust, that's going past hate, assault, violence, wrath. That's going against all that. That's going past all that stuff, and it's getting you to the wall. Which somebody's going that way because they have to go by the what? The hospital. Well, it's not a hospital certified, but that's contrary. You know what I'm saying? So hence we should have a 9 pop up here. Here goes a woman. So we got a 6. Then I say it's a 9 popping up because it's 10:59. I don't have to look for it because I already know what it is. So seeing as they have to go to the wall, and they're either above the wall or under the wall, it's one they have to attack, right? So this is why I say they like to go behind you and do nasty stuff. They don't want to rise up and bring up, hence the garbage truck, you know what I'm saying, the waste. They don't want to rise up because the queen of the south has to rise up so you can get to your place. They don't want that. They want it to be cold so they can keep this step. They want to keep the same energy on the earth. So people can keep confusing themselves with the consumption of money. Now you say, why would I keep consuming money? Oh, money ain't nothing. Hence somebody trying to get into the subconsciousness right now. Hence that orange one's gonna start moving way more, which is really blue. They're crossing over from the blue to the orange. Cause somebody's trying to steal my extra abilities. So look, seeing as it's crossing over and somebody's looking at the clock already. So somebody already walked in here and went around. I want to say it's a male that's already doing it. And the female should be moving. Now, it's all about usurping someone's authority. It's all about time. They say it's all about time, but time is an illusion. That God says that one passing moment, fleeting moment, seems like 1,000 years to people. I mean, well, no. It seems like a moment to people, but it's actually like 1,000 years. So in one moment, I can see multitude of things, like what's going on in the future, what's going on right now, what's going on in the present. Same things. War, chaos, deception, trickery, foolishness. And they all do it for a very reason to say we're in his Akashi records. We've seen all of his stuff. We've seen everything. We can see that he's going to do this and that. Hence, like I said, somebody's crossing toward me that is very dirty. They're nasty because they're using the bottom. It's a person that's from the outside that seen me from the street that crossed over and went over. Hence, they're trying to use a female, which we'll say Martha. Just for sakes, shits and giggles, we'll say Martha, right? So seeing as it's Martha doing the nonsense again, you know what I'm saying? She's cooking up some more lovely stuff. You know, Martha always trying to get you, Martha try to get your little cheeks. She's a Dickens. Like I said, this Eastern stars in here, you know what I'm saying? When you deal with Eastern stars, they always try to confuse and trick you and do nonsense, bro. Now look, because if they watch most of these movies, there's Marthas in most of these movies, which they tell you what the fuck is going on. And if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. Seeing as they're using vowels, they're trying to get to the vowels. So if you want to get to the vowels, that means you got to get off the what? The MC square. That's a root. All right, so seeing as you're using the square and the circle, hence you have a square and several circles here. You're using a root system. And somebody smell like they're eating some damn, what is that, baked chicken? Somebody ate some baked chicken or something? Ugh. Like, bro, I ain't eating no damn baked chicken, so I don't know where that shit came from. That shit smell like some straight baked chicken. Like I said, man, they do the same process, man. It's in their bowels. And they don't want you to rise up. Hence, you'll say they're in the spiral. Because if they're spiraling, that means they don't want you in the heavenly spot, which is with the mother, right? The heavenly spot, that chamber with the mother. You know what I mean? So dealing with the bowels, because you know what I'm saying, these egotistical people are looking for you to go down. They want everything to come out of you from either your backside, and they want to make everything come out of you from your stomach. Hence, they want your intestines. Hence, it's on the left. Or it could be on the right. I'm gonna say it's on the left, just for shits and giggles. Somebody's coming down the road right now. Somebody's turning off. Somebody's about to cross over into one of the roadways. Like I keep saying, it's always dealing with some nonsense. I told y'all every store I've gone to since I started waking up and realizing people was really using this shit against me. They would start taking away all the stuff I would use. Either they'll take the stuff away, or they'll start doing weird shit around it. And since I've been out here, they'll blatantly just start throwing shit around. They'll have shit turned sideways, bags flipped around. Any bags or items that I've used, they'll try to bring it back up to, you know what I'm saying, throw some shade, throw some hate. Hence, you know what I'm saying? That's why they killed JFK, how they killed him, because that was a setup. They killed Abraham Lincoln, how they killed him, that was a setup. They kill anybody who has any prior knowledge to anything. So if they can't kill you, they'll try to drive you insane. If they can't drive you insane, they'll just keep trying to torture you until they get the results they want, which is the test. It's an experiment. But at the end of the day, karma always comes back around. So somewhere down the line, this stuff they're doing on this petty type of level, this is what they've been doing since they were children. They've been doing this type of petty little nonsense. It's instilled in them. I told y'all they separated people from their own people for a personal agenda. They wanted a particular group of people set aside for a reason, and then they decided they was going to give the stuff back to them in certain ways so it could mess them up even further, because the ones who found the truth, they was going to try to ISO and put them in the situation. Hence, we're going to say 453. Now, you can imagine what I'm saying and take it for what it's worth. Hence, I feel like the 4 is coming up first. So they have the knots because we already made it to the boat. We're already on the ark because we borrowed the door. Hence, everybody in here has a zodiac sign, and I guarantee I've already struck a couple of them. Now, she's trying to send something out right now by using that frequency of making noise so she can find her way out, because she'll say she's blind. Well, I don't know too much. I'm not the smartest fellow in the bunch. Now, I told y'all they use the words gay and homo because that's what they use to get themselves to be on the other side. Women use that shit to say so they can use the other side of shit. And they help these dudes do it so they can goddamn go behind people. And listen, check game. If you know where that shit is, it's in the middle. Listen, they try to put that in the ether's place, and that's not where it's supposed to be. HOMO, that's not what we want, right? So listen, check game. If you catch the spin, right? So it means somebody's coming down and somebody's going to the left because they're being serpents. It's a 90-degree angle. Somebody's going to come down and somebody's going to go to the left. Now look, somebody also is moving their leg. They're shaking their leg. It's one of the women who's going to be pushing that damn buggy that's going to be over here in a second too. Check game also because they like to use your motor functions. How do you get into somebody's motor functions? By trying to jump into somebody's subconscious by studying someone. So you say certain things and send out certain frequencies and then you hit them like that. Boom. Now look, check game. Somebody's going around the corner there. We're just gonna say we're at the shopping store, right? Somebody's going to the right of the damn thing, right? Somebody just turned down. I'm gonna say they're going left because they just turned down the aisle. Somebody's going straight down and they're turning right. They're going down the aisle toward the back of the store. Somebody's checking out their food right now and they're getting their stuff and they're getting out of the store right now. Man, what happened to good morning and all that stuff? I thought that was, or good afternoon. Have a good afternoon. We changed our whole frequency. So what happened within several days of our changing our vibration? Now peep game, the yellow's spinning like crazy. Now listen, I told you, the persons they love to use deals with Saturn. So if it deals with the ring, you know what it is. Saturn is close to who? Satan is close to the moon. Come on, bro. Same shit, different day. They use the same tactics and they go low because that's also dealing with what? Water. Water is dealing with the moon. Moon is dealing with empathy. Empath. So you know it's a green light already. Somebody's already sailing across. Hence they at the boat right now. The kids are all by the boat right now. Now, seeing as she said pretty, you know they talking about children, and most likely they talking about a girl because they're speaking of pretty. Pretty is dealing with beautiful, that's also dealing with the 9. So dealing with the 9, that's also dealing with the valley. The valley deals with what? Between the lower anatomy. If you know the Kabbalah tree, you know what color that is. That's dealing with the purple, right? Because that's the coming together. And you can say somebody being a crab right now because somebody guarantee one of them gonna be eating a patty in a minute, sooner or later. Didn't I say it was an old person in here and he likes the garden? Didn't I say they wanted me to buy some of that good old hot cocoa because they wanted me to say I'm wasting my money, but I could easily go to a store and get some free fucking hot water in a free cup. Look, check out, listen. This is why it's so funny to me, because like when you start realizing the revelations and revealing the truth of things, you be like, man, y'all do some of the stupidest shit for what reason? It really makes no sense. You took that away like you was stopping me from getting something, when I could just walk to the store and get me some free hot water and a free fucking cup. I mean, shit, you was wasting your energy. Dumbass people, man. See how I had to go inside and realize the nonsense. Hence somebody's coming going inside. Bro, you tried to take something away from me being funny, but you didn't stop nothing. Who's the sucker in this situation? I mean, I know they want to drain my marrow. Hence, you know what I'm saying, you got an old person over there. They want the bone marrow. They want that what's it called? That plasma energy. Well, at that, we'll leave it alone, man. Y'all have fun out there, man. Keep inspiring. Keep lifting up your vibration until someone has to tap out, bro. Don't, man, keep working out. Keep smiling. Keep being joyous. And I don't mean just be smiling for it, just for everything, but keep being joyous. Keep sending your vibration up. Keep producing. Hold on. Keep producing good works. Because good works is the things you need. And when you have good positive thoughts, that's the things you need. Don't always follow every thought pattern, because every thought pattern is not good for you. Just know that. Every thought is not your thought. And with that being said, don't get caught up in emotions either, because that's another setup too. Now, like I just had a download go across my mind just now. That's not my thought. So, like I said, man, have fun, be free, because that's our God-given right to be free and be joyous. Like I said, they have rules and laws in place to try to derail us all the time. So, stay away from that.